Alright, we're going to run out to the locking dam real quick. We are in Lindale right now, so y'all just bear with us. We're using our phone. We got another camera on the way for our adventures. So we're trying to just hold it as steady as we can here. Let's get y'all outside on the front here. Like I said, we just left the post office and had to run to Ace Hardware, get some graphite for our locks at the house. They get kind of difficult to put the key in and out. This is an old timey Lindale right here. This is just a country drive. Eden Valley Road. We're gonna do another recipe tonight. We're gonna do what we really like. We got some barbecue chicken, smoked sausage. We're having leftover baked beans with brisket and potato salad from our 4th of July bacon ranch Swiss cheeseburger. We may even go to the store and get the stuff to make some broccoli salad. If we do, we'll be sure to get that on video and put it with this one here. We're going to keep on down this windy road. This is Eden Valley Road here in Floyd County, Georgia. I ain't been up here in a long time.
I don't remember going in this way.
Yeah, we're taking the back roads. We'll leave it running until we get to the main intersection and we'll pick it back up from there when we get back on the Blacks Bluff Road.
Got a safe driver driving today.
Yeah. Hope this don't make y'all sick riding with us through these curvy roads and stuff. How loud that AC is on this camera. We got that thing blowing on high, wide open today because it's hot out there today. There's some new housing they put in here since last time I was down here. Must be a nice neighborhood. We're almost to the end of this curvy road. It comes back out on Highway 27.
New homes coming soon.
Prentice Branch. Well, they building more subdivisions back there.
Well, I don't think that railroad track is in use much more.
No. Y'all can see right up there at the top of the hill, Highway 27 right there. There's the Walker Mountain store right over yonder. So we're going to go straight across here at this intersection and Eden Valley Road will turn into Walker Mountain Road. And we'll pick it up when we get on down the other side of the hill there. Okay, we're back again. This road right here coming out, that's Blacks Bluff Road. We'll be taking y'all back down that way on our way back home to get the recipe for the broccoli salad that we're going to make tonight. That is some good stuff. said, this is Walker Mountain Road. It's about 4 or 5 miles out there.
This right up here is where the road collapsed and they had it shut down for a while.
Yeah, they had it shut down for about 2 or 3 years. One of them bad rainstorms that came through, one of them hurricanes that came up out of the Gulf and tore up Alabama and panhandle of Florida and came up into South Georgia. All that heavy rain we got off of that was it washed away the ditch and the culverts, and the road collapsed. They had it shut down for about 3 years. They finally opened it up last year. Now this over here to the right, of course you can't see nothing but trees. Back behind them trees over here, this way right there, that's the actual Lock and Dam Park. One day we're going to come out here and walk the nature trails and get some footage of that. But this right here, where you see this new pavement coming up, this is where the road was collapsed. There's a ravine and a creek under there, and it overflowed and washed all the dirt out.
It's a nice warm day. I wonder how many people will be fishing down here.
We'll see. There it is, Lock and Dam Park. I would have got that sign pretty good, but honey just flying like a bat out of hell through here. Need to slow it down here.
And it's nice out through here. I'd like to have a house built in one of these lots right here.
This is the entrance road to the Lock and Dam State Park. Y'all pardon the jiggling and bumping. My driver likes to try to hit every pothole we can find, it looks like. So you see here, you can get a parking pass for $2. You launch your boat for $3. You pay up here inside the trading post, right under where we're going here in just a second. We're not going to stop there because we don't pay to park, because we don't park. They got camping lots, RV lots and tent lots. They got a primitive camping area too. We're going to go see if that place is open, but we'll drive back through there. There's the trading post. They got this big old parking lot. Y'all see this pavilion area over here to the left? You can rent these pavilions and have you a shindig and a throwdown and a hoedown and a party. There ain't nobody out here today.
There's one big.
Well, I guess because it's Monday. But it's pretty crowded on the weekend. Yeah, there's one person over there in the shade. Let's get turned around here and we'll be right back with y'all. All right, we just parked the van here. Do you follow Jesus as close? If not, you better get on board. So this here's the this is a new boat ramp that they just put in, because as you see, years ago when we had them flooding down here, that right yonder, that's where you used to walk down and get on the old pier, but it washed away and sank. So that ain't no more good. You couldn't use that no more. There's Jamie. Hello.
We'll probably have to
And
pick her
Precious.
up if we're gonna walk down there. It's probably hot.
Let's go ahead and walk down the new boat ramp. Let's see what it's about.
Is it hot?
Yeah, it's scalded. You have to pick her up. She don't, her little paws are tender. She's a house dog. And she don't like walking on piers. We used to, when we had Jake, we'd throw them in so they can get cooled off. She don't like to get around me in the water at the same time. She's afraid I'll throw her in. Well, she can swim. Dogs are born knowing how to swim. The last time y'all heard of a dog drowning? Dogs can swim just like cats land on their feet if you throw them upside down and let them fall. Go ahead with all you animal cruelty people. Go ahead and make your stupid comments. I got a delete button for y'all. This is a nice little walkway down through here.
Yeah. There's a dry area down there.
And this here, y'all can see we're still on the ramp, but this is the boat ramp. It's where you drive your truck and back your boat down in here. It's kind of caked up down there with some mud and stuff, but pretty quiet out here on the river today. And most of y'all don't know, Rome has 3 rivers: the Ustanula, the Coosa, and the Etowah. Well, there's a log. Yeah, we on the boat dock now, cause whoo, this thing getting wobbly. There we are. And I would tell you which river this one is, but I'm not 100% sure. Because there's 2 of them that meet and form one. I think it's the Ustanula meets the Etowah and it forms the Coosa. Or the Coosa flows into and splits up into both Etowah and Ustanula. But I'll find that information out later and let y'all know. But you see up here, we got these folks. That is the lock. This is the lock and dam. That's where back in the olden days they used to come up with the boats and get in the lock, and they would fill it up with water and raise them up above the dam and let them out on the other side, and vice versa. So like I said, there's some camping and picnic spots out here. One day might get us a little John boat so we can go across the river. But this is it for right now. That's a nice little new boat ramp they put out here. So we're gonna hang out down here on the boat ramp for a minute, and when we get back in the van and start heading to the camping area, we'll be back with y'all. All right, so we just parked. There's the parking lot. There's the van. There's Jamie. There's Precious. Precious, hey. All right, this is what they call the lock and dam. You can see here on the left, this is where they pull the boats in, shut them doors, fill this up. And this was back before this sidewalk was across here. And once they filled it up till it met the river level on the other side, they would open them doors there and let it get on down the river, and then they would reverse the process as boats came back through. Let's look at these here. We got some turtles down here on that log. Y'all see them? Yeah, I can't hardly see the camera. The bright sunshine. Now what's good about these little places right here, this is where a lot of your little bait fish and your minnows are, and a lot of people come over here and do what they call cast netting. They'll throw a big cast net out there and pull it up and get them some bait fish, little minnows and stuff to go fishing with. There's all kind of fish out here. We come on out here, and that there is the dam. It's not much of a dam, but you can't get a boat back and forth. Maybe a kayak or a canoe or something, but anything with a motor, you're gonna get hung up in the rocks and what have you. And a lot of people like to come out here on their boats and go right over there across the way and kind of just hang out and camp out in the shade away from everybody. And you see down through there, we're not going to walk down to the end, but yeah, let's go ahead and walk down to the end. Just take y'all along for the walk, let you see the view from up here. That's what it looks like off the side here. Back up toward the dam. I'll come back over here. And this here is a pylon where they used to tie the boats off to, because like I said, when they was running the lock and dam, these rails, they weren't here. And that's back in the Civil War days in the 1800s. Underneath this big metal piece here, and we'll see the one on the other side, is the pulley system, the gears that used to run the doors over here that don't work no more. They're full of sediment and tree branches and debris. That's it.
Didn't bring one today.
That's it. No.
Yeah. Hope y'all have some good luck.
So we're going to walk down to the other end, show you what it looks like from down there. A lot of history here in Rome. We're going to try to put a lot of that on the channel, because a lot of people can't get out and see what it's about. We got some videos coming up we got planned. We're going to go to the Rome Area History Museum. We're going to go out to the airport. Here's the other lock on this side. And this is going on down the walkway here. There's the dam there. Depending on the flow of water and the rain up north, up in the northern Appalachian, North Georgia, Tennessee, in that area, that will dictate how high or low the water is here. There's a little turtle way out yonder. Y'all see him? I don't know if I'm seeing him or not.
I see. There's some more on the other, on that, look like concrete piece going down.
Let's see if I can zoom in on it right here. I said I can't see this phone screen too good in this bright light, even if I take my shades off. So we're gonna keep on moseying down this way. And this used to be my fishing spot when I was into fishing and stuff. I had a little bit of luck here. Nothing serious that would feed the family if we had to, but so you can see these doors here. They're all growed up now with all these trees and stuff, but these are the doors when they fill the lock up. And then them ladders over here, when the boats would come in and people need to get off the boat and go up and tie it off or untie it or what have you, that's the ladder that they would use right there built in the wall. So this contraption here, that's just something new they put here so these daredevil crazy no-brained youngins get out here and start walking on this mess and fall in and get trapped. And that's the same reason for they put this here, because you ain't got no need to be back in there walking down through yonder and what have you. So this is it from this top of the lock. There's the dam. Like I said, I'll put it in the comments or on screen somewhere exactly what river this is. We're also going to try to take a riverboat tour when they open that up sometime probably in August or September. and it will come from that way, and it'll turn around right out here and go back. So hey, y'all stay tuned for these videos, and we will see y'all when we get back to the van and start heading to the camping area. Okay, so we just kind of we was over there and we got in the van and we drove over here into the shade, but I just wanted to show y'all this. And this here's a fish cleaning station that they built for people a long time ago. When I was fishing, it wasn't out here, but this is where you can come up here and bring your fish and go ahead and skin them and clean them up and put them in your cooler on ice. And that sign there says that is the Coosa River going that way. So it is the Coosa River. It's a large, major, used to be a major transportation route back in the olden days. So yeah, I just thought this was a cool little thing they added for people out here. They got a little water spigot there. You can wash your gear and your kids off if they get in the river or what have you. And we're going to go now and get back in the van, and we're going to drive through the campground. Alright, we're back in the vehicle now, back in the van. What you're looking at right there ahead of you, that looks like a meaningless contraption, a pier that goes nowhere to nothing. You see the picnic table out there. That picnic table used to not be there because in its place used to be an old steamship, an old paddle boat that they used back during the Civil War times. And since it had been sitting there, you used to walk up that pier and be able to go on it and into it and walk around the deck on the outside, but it started deteriorating, so they moved it to a hangar out at the airport in Armuchee, and they have been restoring it, and they put it somewhere. So I had to find out where it's at. We'll go check it out. Alright, so it's the first of the other video. I was telling y'all, I showed you that pier that had nothing on it, and told you there was a steamboat that was on that, and this is it right here. This is the Myra H. Let's see if I can zoom out and get a bigger shot of it. My finger out of the way. So this is a steamboat that used to run up and down the Coosa River. This is the one that was docked for a long time at the Locking Dam. I'm gonna come over here and get it zoomed in and on this right here what it says about it. So that's it. You can come out here, and this is at Ridge Ferry Park, where they got it. Like I said, they took it from the Locking Dam. They moved it to a aircraft hangar out at the airport in Armuchee, and they rebuilt it, remodeled it. Not really remodeled, just kind of restored it. And they brought it out here, and they put it here permanently as part of Rome's area history. So see if we can walk around here, and we're going to come back and do a whole video one day of the entire park area out here and give y'all a walk around, a walk through, a tour kind of. Hey Jamie.
Hi.
Of what all they got out here and what all there is to offer. But yeah, I just want to come out here, and I seen another video the other day, Southern Country Living with Calvin and Marie, and they was out here, and he walked up here and showed this a little bit, and I was like, yeah, told Jamie that's where it's at. I know that it was somewhere, I just couldn't remember exactly where it was. So this is it. This is the Myra H, the paddle wheel steamboat that was at the empty dock at the first of our Locking Dam video tour. So love y'all, we'll see y'all later. Bye bye. So now we're going to drive through the this area over here. We're going to go up here to this road and take a left and just slowly cruise out through here, and we're going to try to get some footage of the campsites. They've got RV rentals, they got drive-through campsites, they got you can set your tent up out here. And these coming up here on the left you can see, they've got full electric and water hookup. I'm not sure the details like for sewage, drainage, and hookup and whatnot, but you can look up the Lock and Dam State Park. I will put the link to their website in the description of the video. This over here, roll my window down a little bit. This over here is the person who's watching over the campground. That's their little hut, their little living space there. And that's the shed where they keep all the tractors and the grass cutting stuff so they can maintain the park. Nice little family park. There ain't a whole lot to do out here, but to come out here with your camper and your tent, you can get away for a while. So this is the actual little trail going back. You can see one of them camping spots right here. There's a back end spot if you've got a trailer or a camper. And they do have over here the restroom and shower facilities inside there. I'm not going to go in there today, but usually every time we've come up here and had to use the facilities, they've been really clean. Not like a lot of places we've been. Then they got your dumpster out here where you can throw your rubbish and your trash. Coming on up through the area here, these are the drive-through. And you can see you drive into one side and park it and set your camper up without having to back it in these tight quarters out here. Some people can't back up a Prius, much less a camper. You ought to see them sometimes. They get out here and trying to back in and everything. It's a sight. But yeah, these are those places here. And if you keep going up and around as we're going, you're going to come to what they call the primitive camping area. And you can see it right there. That's the new little shed they got, I guess, where you check in at. But right now it's locked. I don't know why, because it's the right weather for primitive camping. But you go down in there and there's no electricity, no water hookups, no water spigots. Maybe one day we'll come up here and walk down through there when it cools off a little bit. So that's this has been our little tour of the Lock and Dam State Park. Hope y'all enjoyed it. We're going to drive back out now and we'll get some video on the way out. And we'll be back with y'all when we get back to Blacks Bluff Road. And they got some bathroom facilities right there in the back of the general store if you need them. We're going to see on the way out. We're going to pull up here and stop just a minute. They do have a small playground area. I don't know if y'all can see that from here or not, but roll your window down. Right over there, like a little slide, little playground area for the kids. So there's a little something to do. There's another one up here on the right hand side as you're coming out. We'll pull up here and stop for just a minute. We'll get a picture of this. We'll get this on the video. This right here is the pavilion we was telling you about. And we didn't get to get a picture of it or on video, but back behind there, back yonder, is a nature trail that you can walk down. So this right here, you see that little playground area for the kids. Zoom in on that right there. So yeah, there's a little something to do out here. There's like I said, it's mostly just used for fishing and camping and what have you. So we're going to go ahead and drive out through here, and when we get to the end of the road, we'll cut it off, and then we'll see y'all when we get back to Blacks Bluff Road. Alright, we're back with y'all. We're coming up on Blacks Bluff Road. This is a nice little road, little curvy road. We've seen a lot of deers and a few armadillos and skunks and stuff on this road. We're going to just take it slow down through here, and we're going to get to the other side. This is going to bring us out by the Blacks Bluff prison. It's a word release state prison facility. We'll be able to see the Coosa River as we get on down through here.
A double rainbow right out here.
Yep.
A long time ago.
Back about 2014, I think it was.
These are some little skinny roads. Back this way, the Coosa River is going to be on our left up here. The weeds and everything might be growed up too much to see it, but if we see it, we'll see it. sometimes there's people that pulls over here on these little pull-offs, like that right there you can see, and they'll walk down the river and go fishing. I've tried it before. I've lost more tackle and worms and weights, broke my line, got tangled up more than I've caught anything right here, just because of the flow and the current of the river. Watch for falling rocks. Yeah, the kudzu's pretty thick right now. We can't see the river off to the left. There's a big old mountain up here off to the right. I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me zoom out here. Yep. That's where the falling rocks come from. So coming to the end of the windy, curvy part of the road, there's the river right down through there. Y'all can see that. There it is, that's the river. Right up here through the clearing is going to be the Blacks Bluff, Georgia State Prison. There it is, there's the outside, the Blacks Bluff State Prison. This is the Blacks Bluff Road here in Rome, Georgia. This is coming back into the city of Rome. So we're gonna say goodbye now, and we will see y'all when we get back home this evening and start preparing our barbecue chicken and sausage. And I think Jamie's gonna do us a special recipe put together for her broccoli salad. That is some good stuff. We'll see y'all when we get back there.